Hey everybody, this is Garry Creath.
And I'm Jonathan Creath with Creath Partners of Cooper Sotheby's International Realty.
Right, and you know what we're here to share with everybody today is we're going to impart a little bit of knowledge. So if you are interviewing real estate professionals and trying to determine who you're going to work with, well, we have some great questions that you can ask them because, you know, I think there's this false assumption that when you're interviewing a realtor to sell your house is that we all do the same thing. You know, and that's the 3 Ps. I think most sellers work under the operation that realtors put a sign in the yard, we put the home in the MLS, and then we sit back and we pray that the house sells. But that couldn't be further from the truth.
That would be easy.
That would
sure be fun if we could do it that way.
That's right.
It doesn't work.
It doesn't work that way. So what we're going to share with you are some questions that you may want to ask the professionals that you're hiring to market and sell your home. So, Jonathan, if you look at top level, what are some of the things that you would recommend that they ask?
I would say first and foremost that really matters is how are you going to market my property?
Okay.
You mentioned earlier, throw it in MLS, put a sign out in the yard. That is the starting point. What do you as an individual do locally to market the property? But then what does your brand and the company you're with do globally to market my property?
So that's a very good question because we're really looking for different ways to gain the greatest amount of exposure for your home possible, because what happens is as we get it out to the masses, we get more people looking at the home online, which actually translates to more people looking at the house offline, i.e. coming into your home. So ultimately the objective is to get as many people into your home as possible, but that all starts online. You know, interestingly, New York Times recently came out with a study and showed that of people on Facebook, they are spending over 50 minutes every single day browsing on Facebook. And so
sounds right.
That sounds about right.
Yep.
But the thing is that if we know that that's where home buyers are, well, we need to be advertising and marketing where those home buyers are. So always be asking your realtor, what are you going to do to market and sell my home? And be looking for the unique opportunities and the unique places that they're going to market it.
Well, and you bring up a great point about targeting Facebook buyers. When you're on a listing appointment, one of the biggest things to talk to the agent about is who is my target market? Because if they don't know who their target market is, you're in for some trouble. So part of what we do is if we discover that the target market is going to be a certain demographic or a certain individual of a certain age or a place that they're coming from in the country, we actually will market the property to that area.
Yep.
For example, we still have a lot of Californians moving to Austin.
Exactly.
Which part of California does this house want to pull a buyer into? That's where we'll actually target. If it's a San Jose buyer, we'll actually target to the San Jose area.
That's a really great point. So understanding who your buyer is, marketing directly to them with unique ways of doing that. Okay, so that's the first question or series of questions that you should be asking any sort of realtor that you're looking at hiring. So Jonathan, what's the next thing that they should be looking at?
I think the next piece is you look at the agent and say, okay, what can you do for me? But at the same time, what are the resources that are working behind you?
The resources, that's absolutely right. You know, when I started selling real estate 21 years ago, real estate was relatively simple. There was no internet that we were marketing on. Buyers simply had to call us to gain access to a house.
Very true.
Times have changed.
Times have changed drastically. Now you need some other individuals working behind the scenes, helping you and the property out to get sold.
So a great question that you could be asking any real estate professional that you're interviewing is, what is your network of help? What is your team like? Because in today's digital age of marketing and selling real estate, we have to have a team of experts who are dedicated and have knowledge around marketing and selling and processing the entire transaction. So make sure that the real estate professional that you hire actually has a full team of professionals dedicated to your success.
So the last question, Garry, I think we should probably ask is this the right agent for me?
Okay, what do you mean by that?
Well, have they worked with my type of product, my type of property in the past? Do they know this level of property and can they get it marketed correctly?
That's exactly right. So maybe the question you should be asking the real estate professional that you're interviewing is, what are your qualifications? Do you have a professional dossier? Can I see your resume? What is your experience? Have you sold homes like mine in the past? Is your expertise this level of home? If you're a first-time home buyer, you probably want a real estate professional who has worked with a lot of first-time home buyers. If you have a luxury home to sell, it is critical that you have somebody who not only has the expertise and experience in that, but also that they're working with a brokerage who has that experience as well. And last but not least, do you have the experience and the resources in order to take care of my needs as a home buyer and a home seller? So ultimately, is this the right real estate professional for me?
And last about that whole connection is, do you get along with them? Can you see yourself going through the entire process from start to finish, trusting and working with this professional all the way through?
Here we go. We get back to the name of the game, trust. Ultimately, can you trust that professional to take care of what is probably your largest financial transaction that you will ever make? So, if you're interested in learning more about who we are at Creath Partners and can you trust us to take care of your home, all you need to do is click on the link in this video, reach out to us, and we're happy to have a conversation.